So breaking tonight, the city of Columbus has announced it will offer free Experian credit monitoring to all people impacted by the recent ransomware attack.
Now, this is the first time the city has acknowledged the scope of the attack and the hundreds of thousands of people affected, as NBC4 has been reporting all week. Starting today, all Columbus residents and non-residents whose personal information was shared with the city or municipal court will be able to sign up for 2 years of free Experian monitoring.
Now, that includes $1 million of protection against fraud and identity theft. And we have a link to sign up along with a phone number and code on NBC4i.com. And a class action lawsuit accusing the city of Columbus of failing to secure sensitive data, that is now expanding. It now covers every single person who has been impacted. We've seen the private information for hundreds of thousands of private citizens, including some NBC4 employees, even for the mayor himself.
NBC4 Investigates' Isabel Cleary was the first to uncover that private citizens were impacted by this, contrary to what the mayor had told the public.
Now, this is really something, these are updates that we're getting in the last few hours. And, you know, late today, the Cooper Elliott and Meyer Wilson law firm announced it was expanding its lawsuit to cover all people who are affected by this city hack. They claim the city's actions have put thousands of people at risk. We first told you about this lawsuit filed 1 week ago on behalf of all city employees. The lead plaintiffs were one patrol officer and one undercover officer. The lawsuit says the city has a lot of highly sensitive personal identifiable information. It goes on to say that the city's computer systems are insufficiently protected. There are not reasonable security safeguards, and also claims the city failed to adequately train employees on cybersecurity.
This lawsuit is about finding answers and seeking accountability. The impact right now is largely unknown, but what we do know is that the city's systems failed. The city delayed in their response of telling people what happened, and now they're denying the truth.
Right now, the city says it is investigating the ransomware attack. We know they have the help of the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, outside law firms, and now the state. There are hundreds of thousands of other people who are impacted. We've uncovered leaked social security numbers and driver's license. I'm hearing from concerned residents asking if I know if their data is compromised. Our experts say to act as though it is. The ransomware group claimed to release only half of what it had, so the answer to what exactly was taken is going to have to come from the city. Another cybersecurity expert told NBC4 Investigates that it takes about 2 to 3 months to do forensic gathering. He explains what that means.
This is how they got in. This is, their movement inside. This is how long they were in systems. This is how they got the data from the city to the hacker. Obviously, they don't want to share specific details about the movements, but they should be able to share just in general just a little bit more of the steps of what the city is going towards.
Again, he says this is something that can take months. And Jen and Jared, what he keeps telling me, this is such a long process, and it takes a while to get the answers that we're hoping for.
Yes, we've been telling people all week that in the digging, we found that many of our own employees were affected by this.
Yeah, and apparently, Isabel, you were one of them. So what was it like to see your information included in all of this?
I can't say I'm surprised with the scope of people impacted, and honestly, the amount of times I've been to City Hall for stories. I was expecting to see my information at some point, but it definitely was a little bit kind of unnerving to see my name and all of my information right there.
And so, like we said in the story, you have to presume that your information's out there, and we've been saying all week to freeze your credit. So if you did that, how easy was it to do?
So our reporter, Eric Halpern, did a great story about how to do that earlier this week. I'm very thankful I did freeze my credit because I actually got this email a little bit earlier today. It was super easy to freeze my credit, and thankfully I did because, as you can see clearly, it says my information is on the dark web.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Well, as always, Isabel, we appreciate your transparency and letting viewers know that there are steps that you can take to be proactive and to protect your information. So Much more to come, I am sure, but great work. We've got you covered here on air and online when it comes to your cybersecurity. You can scan the QR code right now on your screen. Again, as Isabel mentioned, we have outlined everything you need to know and what you need to do to fight off hackers, and then what you need to do after a hack. All of that is on our website, nbc4i.com/cityhack.